All right, Scorpio or Scorpio cross watcher. I probably will have to do a bonus for you guys as well because this is pretty specific, this message. So I am. It's hard for me not to want to categorize it like those who are in relationships, but I feel it strongly in here. I do. I feel like somebody strongly is married or in a relationship in this one, but you don't have to be. So I wouldn't go ahead and click off because there might be something here for you, and maybe it has nothing to do with a relationship. I don't know. It could be even like somebody in the family. Oh, okay, wait, yeah, stick around. Maybe this is someone who you could be single. Yeah, you could be single watching this. You don't have to be in a relationship. Maybe this is someone who's looking at you this way I'm about to describe it that is in a relationship. Somebody on the outside of you, that's my cat. She's wanting in my room really badly. Somebody on the outside of you who could be in a relationship or something about their family. Could even be a work family type thing, but I'm not feeling that strongly. Anyways, let's get into it. So I didn't know if I would have enough time to do this message before I go. I have appointments to make today, but I have an hour, so it's fine. Close to an hour. My freaking thumb is hurting all of a sudden. Is there something to do with that with you guys? What's up with the thumb? It's specifically the left hand. I know it might be backwards in the camera, but the left hand. Maybe even someone gets really dry here, like dry skin. Someone uses their hands a lot. I don't know what it is to do with that. I don't want to stay on that too much, but I feel like it has something to do with your message because it started hurting when I clicked on your video, like my freaking hands. And now that I'm looking at them, I'm like, dang, these are dry. I need to put some lotion on or something. Somebody uses their hands a lot here or works with their hands. Don't we all, though? Well, not everybody. Nope. All right, so let's get into it. I wrote a good bit for you guys. That's how much I got for you. This is basically how someone's seeing you. So now you don't have to be a Scorpio watching this, but kind of it's how I see Scorpios. Basically someone seeing you how you are. They see you as loving. They see you as kind. They see you as understanding. They also see you as having like that side to you. You know, we all got a side to us. But yours is very balanced. Like, if you're bringing that side of you out, somebody done messed up. Like, because you've gotten to a place where you're more mature now. You might have been some way back in the day. I don't know. I don't care about that. Who you are now, very mature. If you are in a relationship, your family loves you. Loves you. Okay? Loves you. Even if you're single or whatever, you don't have to be in a relationship, but your family loves you. Okay? Your children, it can go on. Specifically, though, if you're in a relationship, your partner, I mean, they may have even told you this, like you're the best person they could have ever picked, could have ever been with. They don't know what they did to deserve you. I mean, I don't know how far they take it verbally, but this is how they feel. Like, I'm telling you right now, I was certain of it. I clicked on your video and I've never been more certain about a person. You know, kind of similar how I felt in Libras. So whoever is feeling this way for you is like, they can trust you. They trust you. They trust you to not betray the family. They trust your devotion. They trust your devotion to as a parent. They trust your devotion as a grandparent, as a wife, as a husband, as a best friend, as someone they work with, something. They trust the shit out of you. Like, they know that you are honest. Like, there's not a part of you that would tell someone what they want to hear. You might tell them something they don't want to hear, in fact, but they like that. They like it because it's real. You know what I mean? It's real. Even, you know, it's almost like, it kind of gives me the idea of like, you know how they say children want a parent at the end of the day, even if they get mad at us, they still want a parent. They don't really want a best friend. Not that you can't be a friend to them, but they really want a parent. They want someone who's going to tell them the truth. It's like that. It's the idea of that. So you got someone here who's crazy about you. In most cases, I think you would love to hear that. In other cases, it could be somebody who's crazy about you who shouldn't be crazy about you because they got a family or something like that. Like, they look at you as somebody that's like, oh man, Scorpio, right? Or it could be reversed. Scorpio's like, damn, you know, crushing on you, I guess. Somebody could be crushing on you. Here we go with the hands again. My hands have been, boy. I need to put some castor oil on these bitches. Castor oil helps. I'm talking, and magnesium. If you guys don't have magnesium spray, you should get magnesium spray and spray it on your hands. I spray it on my hands, my chest, my feet. It just helps. Good for women specifically. But anyway, let me not get off on a tangent here. But there's a catch, right? I know I'm saying all this, but I feel like there's a catch. What's the catch? Well, I don't know, because I feel like that's going to be different, you know, depending on what your situation is. Okay, let me throw some out there. If you're in a relationship, the catch could be that, yes, your person thinks all these things about you, but that's precisely why they're more paranoid to lose you. And I don't know if paranoid is the right word. That seems really harsh here. But I think that it's more like, I really, really don't want to lose Scorpio. I could lose anyone else. I'm glad I lost other people. If this person had relationships before you, they're happy that shit ended. In fact, they're like, I wouldn't even imagine going back to those people because I have you. If you've only ever been with each other, I'm telling you, somebody's like, man, I mean, they may even compare y'all's relationship to their friends or people they see, and they're like, damn, I'm so glad I have you. I know it hadn't been perfect, but you're gentle. Like, you're the best fucking dad I could have ever had for my children. You're the best mom I could have ever had for my children, you know? Something like this. I'm talking about for those of you who are in a relationship yourself with this person. But on the inside of them, the catch is, you're so nice and you're so likable and you're so lovable, even when you're not that nice, because you're being honest. But I think that's nice. They know they're not the only one that has to have these feelings for you. They know you're likable. You know, not everybody who's nice can be likable. You're very likable. People fucking like you. They like you. They like your personality. And anybody who doesn't like you is probably because, well, maybe watch the general message I did today. Sometimes you'll have people that don't like you for no reason at all. They'll just make it up, you know, or maybe you're not of use to them anymore. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe it's people from the past and you've since moved forward in your life, and how dare you, you know, whatever. If you have any enemies, it's probably not many, and the ones that are probably pretty awful, but it's just because they can't control you in some way, and so they want to control the way other people see you. We've been talking about that. I've been seeing it. But either way, if you've got a partner, your partner here is thinking deep down, I hope you never cheat on me. I hope you never leave me, although they don't think that you ever would. But deep down, they're like, I know that there are other prettier women out there, or sexier men out there, whatever, you know? And it's like, I just know your value. I know your value. I know the value of my wife, my husband. And so I hope you don't go find anybody out there at work today, or when you go to the store, or somebody gonna be looking at you in that ass, or those beautiful eyes, or those big luscious lips, or whatever, you know? And that's okay. That happens, you know, it's okay. So that's the catch there. If it's maybe someone who's in a relationship on the outside of you, they could be with someone who is looking at you like that, like, damn. But they also think the world of their partner, and they're like, I hope my partner doesn't find favor in Scorpio, you know? And meanwhile, you're like, I don't want somebody who's in a relationship with someone else. I don't want that shit. But this person, you see what I'm saying? So that could be the catch. Just like, yeah, I've got a great partner over here, but also, you know, Scorpio's over there looking hot, and they have a good friendship, or they work together, it makes me uncomfortable, or something, right? So that could be somebody on the outside of you. If it's family, even, let's say it's children, grown children. Because of who you are and who you've been in their life and how steadfast you've been, and even there, when most people have betrayed this person, their relationships, their partners, when they're down and out and they're struggling financially, or they're struggling with addictions or depression or whatever your child struggled with. Now, this is very specific. They look at you as, my mom or my dad would never fucking leave me. They love me. They would come right now, drive to pick me up, to see me. They would never, ever. However, they look at you as, now this, again, could be reversed. They look at you as like, I really hope I don't let you down. That's really sad. They hope they don't let you down. You're probably thinking, let me down. Let me down. How are you going to let me down? I'm never going to give up when you're my child. You know what I'm saying? I'll fight anybody for you. But they may be afraid to let you down. Like, maybe they're scared to tell you they're not happy in a relationship, or they're not happy with something, or they're struggling in some way, because maybe you've been through a lot. and they don't want to put you through more. Or maybe they know what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're in a relationship, they may be afraid you go beat somebody up. You know, something. I don't know. But you could have somebody here who's the catch is they know you're so loyal that if they tell you the truth about something, or just not that they're lying, but if they tell you something that you probably, you know, you gonna go Scorpio on them. You know, your stinger's gonna come out and just, you know, so they're like, you know, like, could be some things they're keeping from you because they just don't want mama or daddy to beat someone's ass, you know? It could be a sibling, same thing. They may not be telling you everything just because they know that you get protective. It's not a bad trait. It's just a catch. It was the catch. And sometimes it makes people, because you're so brutally honest. You know what I mean? And so they're just like, oh, shit. Well, I don't want to tell you that me and the guy I'm talking to, or me and the girl I'm talking to, or me and my partner that I'm with, or whatever, betrayed me. Or I don't want to tell you that my friend betrayed me, or we kind of got in a fight, and, you know, because then I know you're going to go over there and show up at their house. Like, someone here don't want their sibling or their parent to know something. Because it's like, well, I'm scared, you know. Scared you're gonna go do something, you know, or maybe someone here is close to their ex and they don't want their ex to know because they know their ex gonna go over there and fuck somebody up. I don't know, you know. Now, maybe it's a work situation and someone may be like, damn, this is my best employee over there. I love Scorpio. Scorpio shows up, they get it done. They're just literally like, kind of like I'm hearing it like a fan favorite, but everybody loves you. But then it's like, well, somebody could be afraid to lose you in some way. Afraid someone else, like, oh my God, that reminds me. This could be the case for some of you, especially if you go into a building. Some of you could go into a building and then, let's say you work for a company. I'm just going to throw this out there. It's not for everybody. Of course, we may end up getting a bonus. I'll have to get it later, though. That's why my timer just went off. Let's say you work at a company and I mean, you just kind of hold it down. You may be even in front of the house, or you deal with people, customer service. Like, I don't know. People love you, okay? Could be in anything. Maybe you just, like, you're the face of a company. You're the first one people see. You're the one people deal with. You've been there the longest, or people just love you. You know your shit. Somebody comes in and they like you, man. And they're like, hey, we're hiring. That's kind of fucked up to do when anybody come into somebody's business and try to basically recruit you. But let's say someone says, you know, they're just kind of telling you about their job, or maybe someone's telling you about something they do as an entrepreneur, and they're not trying to hire you on themselves, but they're like, hey, you don't even have to be here anymore. You guys could start your own business. You guys could start a YouTube, or you could do this. That could offend your employer, and your employer could be like, oh shit, not only offend them, but it makes them, that's the catch of having you as their employee, or having you work for them, because it's like, damn, now I'm gonna have to pay them more. I'm gonna have to pay Scorpio more. I'm gonna have to do something, give them a raise, something, because somebody's gonna come up in here and scoop their ass up, take them from me, you know? It's something like that. If it's an ex, some of you, your ex could be, you know, they know what they dealt with. They know who they have in you. Again, I'm not saying you're perfect. I'm just saying they do know. They know, and they probably, for the most part, they might have been the ones, that's why this didn't work out, unless this is entirely reversed, which is possible. But either way, they could be thinking, damn, I should have put a ring on it, or I should have kept the ring on it, I should have stayed loyal, I should do something now, maybe step it up, because somebody's gonna want Scorpio. I don't know. There's like this almost fire lit under someone's ass now. Yeah. Either somebody on the outside of you or someone in your current life. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to disappoint you. I don't want to let you down. I don't want you to know this. I don't want to blah, 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 because I know what you are. I know who you are. I know what you have to offer. I know. And I know there's not anyone else out there like you. I know that your love is genuine. Like, when I say devoted, I'm talking devoted. Not going anywhere. So, like, I'll leave right now and show up. That's what I do for those I love. The fact that you almost like spoil somebody too with like how you handle things, like just as a person. It's, you know what I mean? Isn't Kris Jenner a Scorpio? Oh, it's like boss. Like a boss. Boss man, boss woman. Maybe you have an employee. if you run a business, you could have an employee that's afraid to upset you. Or maybe, you know, maybe they're afraid to ask you something. This can go a million ways, honestly. Someone could be like afraid to ask you for a raise or a different shift or something because maybe they don't, I don't know, afraid to ask you for a discount, something, because it's like, oh my God, I don't want you to think I think you're cheap or something, or I don't want you to think I'm blah, blah, blah. So now you ain't gonna like me anymore because they really like you. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, I don't feel your energy much here. Like, it's interesting. I don't really feel you much here. So I like that actually. I really like that in an odd way. You know why I think I like that? Because it feels like you are very balanced. Like, as much as someone's got this just aware of you and your value, they're also scared, and fear is never good when you mix that into things like emotions and admiration, because then assumptions and suspicions and all kinds of bad things can come from that. You're not really coming from any place of fear or anything. You're very, very balanced. You feel like a statue, honestly. Like, I feel like you're one of those what do they call that when something big happens in a town and they like put up a statue because of it, or they put up a, you know, you're very firm. I don't feel like you're easily swayed one way or the other right now. Like, you know where you stand, you know what you want, you know what you believe. You're firm. I don't know any other way to say it. You are firm, honey. Firm. You don't seem overly emotional. You don't seem under emotional. You don't seem too in your head. In fact, you don't seem very much in your head at all. You seem like whatever happens, happens, and then you're done with it. Like, I love that energy, actually. That's sexy. That's sexy. You don't meet a lot of people like that. Now, you may not always be like this, but right now, I feel like you are. Unless it's reversed. Somebody's very balanced. Like, maybe they get emotional for a minute and then they let it go. Maybe someone gets angry for a minute, but then they let it go. Or someone gets in their head and they're thinking a little bit and they're like, oh, I'm worried about this and this and my money and this and this, but then they let it go. Sorry, I'm about to have to go in a minute. We have a lot to do today. Maybe that's my sign. I need to go. Let it go. I guess we got what we needed here. I don't have to milk it even more. That sounds awful. I don't have to milk it more. But yeah, I mean, this is a great message for you. It's just that there's a little catch here in every situation. There is a catch, and I think whatever that catch is, once you catch onto it, because you're not really focused in one particular area, you're just kind of like, you remind me of like a bird on a line, on a telephone line. You're just kind of like observing everything, and then when something happens, you address it. You scoop down and deal with it, and then you come back up, and you scoop down and you deal with it. You scoop down and you deal with it. You know? I love that. That's really nice. So there may be something here in the near future when you catch on to the catch in something, you may handle it accordingly. And why did I say it like that? Handle it accordingly. Because again, I don't think it's going to be emotional how you're going to handle it. You just handle it how you handle it. I don't think you're going to be mean about it. It just can, you know, sometimes boundaries and structure can feel mean to other people, but to you, you're just, I don't know, you're handling things. This is how things are gonna go. Like, you know, I just wanna, you would be great to get advice from. You feel like somebody that would give really, really good advice, balanced direction to others who may be struggling at the time, knowing what they should do. You would give very good direction. I just, you know, see you like, okay. Feels really nice. I like this. Like authoritative. Very, very much so. But still, there's this sweetness to you and this kindness to you. You may even talk a certain way. Like, your voice may actually be softer than your demeanor is, you know? Not for everybody here, but I seem it like, it's how you carry yourself how you carry yourself is like people know not to fuck with you. But at the same time, there's this kindness to you, but you still know, like, you never lose sight of, like, really though, don't mess with you. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I feel like this is what we needed. I don't really have enough time to do the bonus right now, but if we have time later, we'll do it. I like this message. I think, I guess there will be something that you will talk about, talk with them, talk to them, address later, when it is something that catches your attention, when it's brought to you, when you see it, when you realize it, when you want to. Until then, you're just kind of like bird's eye viewing everything. It's really nice. And kind of scaring everybody around you. Really, you're scaring the shit out of people. I just gotta tell you, you're scaring people. You remind me of a dragonfly. You know, the other day I was watching a video. I know I said I would go, but hold on, let me talk about this real quick. Emphasis on dragonflies. Maybe you're even the year of the dragon. Yeah, well, this is the year of the dragon. Anyways, oh, shit, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So I was watching a video the other day, and it was like this, I don't think it was PBS, but it was something on here. If I can find the clip or the link of it, I'll put it down in the comments. And they were talking about dragonflies, and I was like, wow, there's so much about dragonflies. Like, not only are they strong and their wings move at different paces, like, there's so much about them, okay? But one of the things that stood out to me the most about dragonflies is how intelligent they are. Did you know that a dragonfly, to catch its prey, they will study the dragonfly's behavior? It's like a stalker, really. I love it, though. Not a creepy stalker, but someone in order to eat and, like, handle business, you know what I'm saying? So what they do is they will study the insect or whatever they're going to eat. And they eat things that are diseased, like mosquitoes and shit. Any mosquitoes carrying diseases, like, they're good for the environment. They'll eat them so that they don't fucking eat us, so that they don't bite us and then give us diseases. They will eat, the dragonflies will eat the things. They get rid of harm. They remove harm. So anyway, let me tell you how these dragonflies hunt. Going back to that, because I'm all over the fucking place. So they study this prey, right? And instead of, like, going to the prey and attacking the prey, they go to where they know the prey is going to be. They get a head start. Bitch, they get a head start. They go to where the prey is going to be, and then they wait. The fuck? A dragonfly. They will sit there, and they're like, all right, I know where you're going to be. So I'm going to sit here, post it up, and then when you arrive, I'm going to get your ass. You know what I mean? It's like, damn. I'm going to beat you there. I'm going to beat you to it. So maybe you already are aware of something that someone thinks that you aren't. That maybe they think that you aren't, what is it? You're not catching it, but you already been caught it. That sounds awful. You've been there. You are there. You are just waiting for them to bring it forth, to tell you, for them to reveal, to spill it, to admit, to be honest. You're just waiting. And then if they don't, or to apologize even, but if they don't, then you'll handle it accordingly. Attack, strike, get them, got them. Good. I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys for being here with me.